believe you're an average woman?
I do not.
Because
Excuse me?
why? Why don't you believe you're an average woman?
Well, I don't believe in selling myself. So I'm not gonna, I don't have I'm not a woman that feels like I have to prove my value to anybody. So it's like
You don't. It was
you're
just a question.
Yeah, to me, it's just like, to me, it's like, I don't believe I'm an average woman just because.
Just because what? We need to hear this. Look, listen. Now, when it comes down to it, it's usually a societal thing where you're deemed average or above average. Usually it has to do with your finances, looks, or the value that you bring. Now, if you feel that you are above average for whatever reason, it needs to be one of those three things. And if that's something that you're placing upon yourself and no one else views you that way, then you might want to explain yourself.
I'm me, and I don't believe any person would you say you're an average man.
Are you asking me that question?
Yeah,
I think I'm an average guy.
Okay, well, that's good. I think it's a healthy habit to think highly of yourself.
She says she thinks it's a healthy habit to think highly of yourself, but it's even more of an unhealthy habit to think highly of yourself and be unrealistic.
So with me,
so a dude that make 20,000 a year, is he average?
Hold on, wait.
Do you think he's average? No.
Wait a minute.
You heard what she said? The question was asked, if a guy that makes 20,000 a year, do you think that he's average? She says if he thinks that he's not average, then he's not average. We can't just be thinking our way out of stuff, can we? Don't work that way.
You think it's detrimental to overinflate your view of yourself?
That is correct.
No, because if you
really, so if I believe that I'm just Superman and I'm walking around like I'm Superman, that's not gonna
but
do anything to me psychologically, because that's not the real world, right?
But it depends on what if someone believes that your value, you're overinflating, is based upon what they view you as, right? So I'm not going to hold myself subject to anyone else's standards or what they think my value is when I determine my own value.
That's perfectly fine if you are completely providing for yourself in any and every single way. If no one is looking to you for any type of help or guidance, like, what she's saying, go ahead, run off, be by yourself. The only people that should be allowed to deal with you are you and yourself, right?
And be a narcissist?
Listen, no, it's not. Yes. Because why would you let somebody else tell you?
Major narcissist.
So if you think you handsome, why would somebody tell you, hey, you're ugly, and you accept that as your reality?
Because I am an image. I'll just say this. I can think that I'm good looking, but if that person says I'm not attractive, that's their opinion.
Exactly.
But hold on. That's their opinion, but it doesn't mean it doesn't matter. And it doesn't mean that it's not true. Right. It doesn't mean it's not true.
Exactly. Remember that, you guys. This is one of the things when it comes down to truth that a lot of people don't understand. There are multiple truths. When you're talking about something like looks, you might be talking about something that has multiple truths to it. One person might view you to be attractive. Another person might view you to be ugly. Both of those people are right, because that's how they feel.
That's their truth. That's their perspective.
So if you've never seen any something that was ugly and you was like, nah, girl, that's ugly. A dress, anything.
I bet she about to lie.
That's a perspective.
That is, but in the same thing, it doesn't mean it's not true.
Right.
Yeah, but that would mean it's true with other people who share my same perspective.
And it might be possible.
Because some people may think it's cute. So it's like, because that's my perspective doesn't mean that it's a genuine truth across all borders just because I said it.
That may be the case.
And when it comes to someone overinflating their ego, it becomes overinflating their worth. It becomes a problem when it's egotistical.
When it's egotistical. So I'm assuming that she thinks she's not being egotistical. Interesting.
I'm egotistical. Me, I'm a woman that does not have ego. So it's like with me, I base myself into reality. I know.
She says she's a woman that does not have ego. She based herself into reality. What did I say not too long ago? In order for her to move in the way that she thinks, she has to do it alone. She can't accept anything from anyone. Not an opinion, not a handout, not guidance or provision.
The stuff that the work that I've put into myself. Oh yeah, yeah.
Really?
So when it comes to like ego, to me, I'm not the most beautiful woman in the world, but I know I am beautiful.
Okay, that's fair.
So it's like, to me, I can get anybody I want. So it's like,
now let's stop doing that. She says she can get anybody she wants, right? Women are so quick to throw that out there. Men, we know we can't get anybody we want. We can't get any female we want. The woman that I want is married. I can't get her. Why is it that so many, if not all females, think that they can get any man that they want? You might be able to be entertained by any man that you would desire, but you can't necessarily have him.
That's
no, but
that's far-fetched.
No, because you can. I believe
anybody you want.
Yeah, everybody should have that mindset. That's a healthy mindset. You should think highly of.
That's an egotistical mindset. Does she not hear herself? I bet if she listened to somebody else saying this, she would think that they were egotistical.
So
I think that's being delusional.
It's not.
So
let me ask you this. And that's fine. You don't have to agree with my mindset of how I view myself. If you want to think lowly of yourself and think that you can't get everybody that you want, then you can insert that on yourself.
Ooh, you hear that? She just did woman logic on us. I like it. No. She just said because this man doesn't think the same way that she does, that he thinks little of himself. Why does she try to flip it like that? Just because someone don't view things in the same way that you do, don't mean that they feel bad about themselves or think less of themselves. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hear it again.
Agree with my mindset of how I view, and that's fine. You don't have to agree with my mindset of how I view myself. If you want to think lowly of yourself and think that you can't get everybody that you want, then you can insert that on yourself.
No one ever said that they thought less of themselves and that they couldn't get who they wanted.
Has nothing.
So let me ask you this: so if you can get anything that you want or anybody that you want, right?
You would be married today.
There you go.
That's if the goal was that. I don't want to be married right now.
But the goal was in the past. It was.
No, it was not.
So you didn't want to be married.
I've never been a woman that was like, oh, I can't wait to get a ring on my finger. That's never been my mindset. That's why I turned it.
So when do you want to be married?
I don't know. Whenever I feel like it. It's like if I wanted to be married today, I could be.
When do you want to be in a relationship again?
Whenever I'm done doing my work on myself. It's not really.
Oh, she might got a long way to go then.
A rush for me. So it's like it's not. I don't subscribe to the societal standards. So it's like you don't have to agree with me, and you can think that.
No, we're not agreeing with you. I mean,
I know you're not agreeing with me, but I feel like it's very offensive when someone says they think highly of themselves, and for you to.
But in order to say you can get anybody you want,
yes, that's true. Just like you can have anybody you want.
No, I can't. I won't. You know what? Look in your phone right now. Look up fucking Holly Berry's number. I want her.
Okay, well, shit, go after her.
No. I want her.
That's me. That's the mindset.
That doesn't mean I can get her.
How do you know that you can't?
Oh my goodness.
Why do you think so lowly of yourself to where you?
Does she not hear herself? If this man approached Holly Berry with the best game in the world, and Holly Berry sat there and laughed in his face. What would she think then? What would be her response to that? I would love to see her go after the top man of her desire and then him laugh in her face. Not to say that he could or should or would, but if he did do it, then what would be her response? She's going to become a stalker and try her hardest to get this man? This is not a healthy way of thinking.
You think that you can't?
You know what that's more like? That's more like a mindset.
Right, like a stalker mindset. That's what I said.
Have her, I want her, I'm taking her. No.
Nobody said take her.
But even then, I can't have anybody that I want.
Well, you can think that of yourself.
No one can do that.
Okay, with me, I feel like it's very.
Okay, so who's?
That's like the. I'm gonna blame her parents on this one. I'm gonna blame her parents, and the reason being is because what do parents usually tell their children? As they're growing up, they're like, you can have, do, and be whatever you want to be. If you want to be the president one day, you could be the president. She took that information and ran with it. But with most people, with people that have a logical mindset, as they grew up, they realized, oh, yeah, my mom, my dad, they were just sugarcoating that. I know that I can't do, have, or be whatever it is that I want to be. But let me be more realistic and go this route. That's usually what people do. I know she's on her journey. But like I said, she got a long way to go.
Somebody that you would date. You said Drake earlier. You said something about Drake.
Date Drake.
Who would you date? Famous.
Celebrity doesn't mean anything.
Just answer the question.
No, because I don't have any. But I guess with me it's different because I'm not like.
You don't have. So name me somebody you're attracted to that's famous. I don't give a fuck who it is.
I'm not in that space.
Oh
my She is. I think she's slick because she knows what they're doing. She knows that they're trying to get her to answer so that they can come with her with a rebuttal to let her know that it's a strong possibility that you won't be able to acquire that individual. So what she's trying to do is not give a definitive answer so that she won't be put in a position to look dumb. But in doing so, she's making herself even more intolerable. Watch.
I'm not and so I guess that maybe we did need the other girls here, because I'm not a person that's like, I'm not like, I just need a man. I don't even look
Not
at
saying
men
you
like
need
that.
that.
Not even where it comes to like want. I haven't seen anybody.
Even
like,
growing up, there's nobody you've been attracted to.
I mean, it's people that are attractive, but it's not anything that's like, oh, I just want him. No, I feel like my want to someone is developed.
Can I say something?
She just made it sound like she's never been in a relationship or had a man in her entire life. Did you hear that? Let's go back and hear some more of that. Tell me it don't sound like she's never been in a relationship or have had a man.
I'm not in that space.
Oh,
I'm not and so I guess that maybe we did need the other girls here, because I'm not a person that's like, I'm not like, I just need a man. I don't even look
not
at
saying
men
you
like
need that.
She said she don't look at men like that. It's not about necessarily needing a man, but maybe you would want one at least. But then she's about to answer that.
Not even where it comes to like want. I haven't seen anybody.
Even
like,
growing up, there's nobody you've been attracted to.
I mean, it's people that are attractive, but it's not anything that's like, oh, I just want him. No, I feel like
I remember about a year ago, I made a video right here on this channel where I asked women to comment down below, do you lie to yourselves? And every single comment that came from a female said, indeed, we do lie to ourselves. We do it all day, every day. And she's doing just that. She's lying right now, blatantly. To be lying to these dudes in the way that she is her also lying to herself. She's lying to herself because she knows what she's saying is a bunch of BS. She knows she has looked at, if she's a straight woman, she has looked at a man and said, ooh, I would like to get to know him. Or, ooh, I want him. Or there has been times where she's probably said, oh my God, I'm tired of doing this alone. I need a man. She's lying. She's lying. Why is she lying? Because she don't want these men to be right. That's all this is. She doesn't want these guys to be right.
want to someone is developed.
Can I say something? Z, I'm not trying to frustrate you.
I'm not frustrated
again,
at all. It's just, to me, what I don't
well,
like.
let me say this to Antoine really quick.
Yeah, okay, but I just want to say this. What I don't like is, I don't like a borderline bully. If someone chooses to have,
yeah, and I don't want to feel like we're teaming up on you or none of that.
But what I'm saying is, if someone chooses,
I do have a question.
If someone chooses to have high self-esteem as opposed to low self-esteem, that does not give you a right to call them names and call them narcissistic or say, oh,
Absolutely.
overinflated, because
That's
they
true,
choose
but
to have high self-esteem because you're used to your standard of being low self-esteem. Anybody
No,
that says they
but-
can have
but
if you
then
say you can have any.
She did it again. She did it again. She tried to turn a disagreement in regards to how she feels into somebody else's low self-esteem. I don't think she understands truly what self-esteem is, or having a high regards to yourself is, because it's like she took that bit of information and then took something that's completely unrealistic and piled it on top of that as if that's perfectly acceptable. Yeah, she got some learning to do. She like she young, you know.
Thing that you want, you can, because your mindset reflects your reality.
No,
and you're not mature enough for that.
See, this is what I'm saying. She done took so much different information from different places and putting it together, and it's just making a mess. But if y'all agree with me or disagree with me, I want to hear why. But if y'all agree with me or disagree with me, I want to hear it in the comment section below. Anyway, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. See.